Hey everybody. If you have locks and you work for a job that you have to pull your hair back, or you have to keep it off your collar, or you have to have it in some type of standards, then this video is for you. So stay tuned. So for me, I'm in the military, specifically in the Navy, and I have to keep my hair in a certain standard while I'm in uniform. So I'll show you some of the hairstyles that I go through during the week. Here are some of the tools I use. I got these long uh, hair bands and I just cut them in half because I prefer when I put my hair into a ponytail to just wrap it instead of looping it. I feel like I get better control over how tight this is over my locks. I love these. I actually love these more when I'm working out because then I can put my hair in a high ponytail and I don't have to wrap it or anything. I just put it on. They're pretty good, but they do end up widening up when you're using them. This is the one I use the most. I usually put this over my bun, but I seen that you can actually put these in hot water and shrink them back, so I'm gonna have to test that out, see if that actually works. If need be, some hairpins or bobby pins, and if you're able to, if you're allowed to, this is kind of old, but hairnet, of course. I have a new one I'm gonna be using this week, but that's my old one. I do want to point out real quick that I do have a bald spot. So I am babying my edges, but this bald spot was not from my locks. This actually started when I was on birth control. My hair started shedding like tons, and this is before I got locks. Um, and then when I got off birth control, my hair thickened back up, but my edges were still affected. So currently I'm getting steroid injections. I just started. I only had one round so far. I have a little bit over here, but it's bigger on the other side. So hopefully those steroid injections help. But if not, then it is what it is. I just don't want them to get any bigger. So I do make sure to baby that area when I'm doing my hair. If you do see me looking like this way, this is because the mirror is that way. But I will try to make sure I'm focusing on you. All right, so the first hairstyle is just going to be a variation of a ponytail or a bun. So let me show you. I usually do about 3 rows back. Again, I'm trying to baby these edges. So I want the tension to be put on the hair in the back where it's not as weak or prone to breaking. So I like to split these up real quick. Do the other side. Okay. Here's my ponytail holder. I usually put it between my pinky and my ring finger, and I wrap it around as tight or as loose, as tight as or as loose that you want to do it. I usually just do 2 wraparounds, do a square knot so it doesn't come apart, and then tuck the ends in. Hopefully you can see all that. I am. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. And then with the front, you could do however you want to. So if you wanted to just pull it back, the main thing is you want to make sure you're not pulling on your edges. So you pull it back and then put my finger through and then make sure I tuck those ends and incorporate them into the ponytail so that they're nice and held fast. And do the same on this end. And that's pretty much it. And then it's not held back with the same tension as the rest of your hair going into the main ponytail. So that's the main thing. I normally like to go about right here. And of course, most people know you can braid it, you can twist it, I like to either swoop it like so, or I like to kind of do a little bit of a roll. That's probably a little hard to see, but I don't really know how to get my fingers out the way. Sorry. I'm just doing a little roll, and I'm trying to do it in a way that it's not going to pull up too much. Tuck it down, hold on to it, and then get that little part in. And there you go. The main thing is not putting so much tension on your edges. So that's the main thing. So now the back part. I would do like a donut bun, but for me, I don't like using a sock. So usually I would just roll it. But my locks don't seem to stay in there. We'll test it out right now. Let's test it out. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. This is usually how I do my donut bun. Just roll it around, get all the edges, tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. And then for me, because I have some layers in my hair, we use my old hairnet real quick. Then we have some holes in it because my nails are kind of sharp. When I first got them done, so I'll just hold on to this hairnet. But if you can do it without the hairnet, it's good. But you need it. Go ahead and use it. Oh, pretty good. Okay. All of it is down. And I will put the hairnet over it like so. Then I'll just tuck it like so. And then I use one of my hair bands to keep in place like so. So not too hard, pretty easy. I'm sure most of you probably already do something similar already. Again, it'd be a little bit neater. Okay, next style. So if you don't have all of your hair tools, hair items, you forgot something, but you happen to have at least one, like on your wrist or in your car, you can put your hair in a bun a little bit more quickly by just rolling. I'm gonna take this out real quick and I'll just incorporate it afterwards. That should be fine. Again, try your best not to be yanking on your edges. And you're just gonna tuck and try to roll your hair in there. Hopefully you can see this, but I know my hands are probably just all over the place. You're just tucking your locks, tuck, tuck, tuck. I feel like once you get used to this, it'll be faster. But right now, this is not what I go to often. So I think I've only done this a couple times. And then just your locks. Oh, that's it. That's down here. So just now, telling you those good. When you locks down because it's a little tight there, but that's fine. Again, you might want to do this in the middle, or you can separate the front part out again. Cut that before instead of yourself, but you can always fix it. You can always adjust. But not quite. Yeah, there. Not too bad. Hardly. This is just a use real quick. You might have one ear tie. Gets it off your shoulders, and then you can readjust later. You know, sometimes when you run in. All right. Before I was so rudely interrupted. Yes, you. My little sleepy. I did manage to get my mirror since I had to leave anyway, real quick. No. Yeah. If it, so when my hair gets longer, this will probably be a great style, quick and easy style. But as you can see, my ends need to be tucked in. But it's not too bad other than that. So if your hair happens to be longer than mine, then that will work out for you. On to the next. All right, so this is one of my go-to styles. I feel like I get the most compliments when I wear this style. Um, Coming up next. So this is kind of like a French braid, but it's not a French braid. It's more of a fishtail, I would say. Um, like to the scalp fishtail. I don't know what the name of this is. I used to do French braids, but I feel like I was pulling too much, which I could probably, I'm sure I could figure out how not to do that, but we're gonna go with this. So I have all my hair going to the back, take two pieces, cross them over each other, and that's pretty much it. You just keep crossing over. And honestly, I feel like I do this better. You could start it as far up or as far back as you want to. I usually start it a little bit closer, but we're gonna go with the way it's starting right now. You just keep crossing over each other. And you notice I'm not grabbing the sides yet, because again, I still gotta baby my little edges. With these, I'm going to do one of that, then do that. So again, I don't have to pull on the edges. Just down to the same thing. Do a couple twists, incorporate more locks, and do a couple twists. That one is slightly tighter, but it's fine. Hopefully it's coming out good. For some odd reason, I feel like I do this way better when I don't, I should have said, when I'm not looking at it. It's weird. Anytime I'm looking at it, I think I just overthink it too much about how much hair I'm adding, where I'm adding hair, things like that. Hope it's coming out good because I'm not going to check it to the end. Just crossing, grabbing from one side, crossing over the other. And then with the ends, I usually just find an opening, tuck them in. I guess if your hair is too long to do that, you can always just create a ponytail. This also takes up a lot of the hair length. So if you can't tuck it up inside your head, then putting in a ponytail might be easier. Like putting it in a donut or something might be easier because some of the hair would be not inside of the ponytail area. I'm gonna use my pen. I usually have a couple pens, but I only have one on me right now. And you just pin it in place. So you're gonna grab, you can push all your hair back or you can set your hair however you want to. I'm probably just gonna push all my hair back for this one. I'm gonna grab some hair from under, and some more hair from under. Okay. And then, can you see? There. And then we're gonna tie them together. You can tie it in a knot if you want to. I'm going to try not tying it in a knot this time. But I have practiced this though, just in case I ever need it. I'm just going to take your hair and wrap it around the two tied pieces. And I like going from side to side. Just to try to get an even um, look. Yeah, I get some lots that are a little bit short, so we can tuck in. I feel them. Can't see. I haven't checked yet. Ooh, not too bad. I think I'll probably maybe set it like what? Not bad. All right, cool. Not bad. For this not needing any type of hair ties, it's pretty good. All right, so those are my main styles. I believe that was about four of them. Well, there's three of them, and then one was a bonus that I haven't really tried wearing a uniform yet. But hopefully that's helpful for anybody that was trying to come up with some ideas. You can always mix it up, change it up to fit your style a little bit better. But that's a good basics of what my styles look like. All right. So hopefully that helps and hope to see you soon.